Have you ever walked through a quiet forest? It's a place of incredible peace. You see the towering trees, the delicate ferns, the wildflowers scattered on the ground. It feels serene, almost still, but right beneath your feet, there's a hidden world, a bustling, intricate universe teeming with life and intelligence. It's a world that's constantly communicating, collaborating, and competing. For every single step you take on that forest floor, you're walking over nearly 300 miles of tiny, thread-like structures packed into a single cubic inch of soil. That's like walking over the distance from New York City to Boston, all contained in a space smaller than a sugar cube. These threads are called mycelium, and they are the true architects of the forest. This isn't just fungus, as we might casually call it. This is arguably the largest and oldest living organism on the planet, a biological superhighway that connects everything. Long before humans ever dreamed of the internet, the forest had already perfected its own version, the Wood Wide Web. This ancient network is far more sophisticated than our digital one. It's a living, breathing system that manages the flow of information and resources, ensuring the health and resilience of the entire ecosystem. It's a world of silent conversations and secret alliances, happening just inches below the surface, a testament to the profound hidden intelligence of nature. This vast network isn't just a passive structure, it's a dynamic, active communication system. Think of it like the forest's own social media platform, but instead of sharing photos and updates, it's sharing life-saving information and essential resources. The mycelial threads act as biological bridges, physically connecting the roots of different plants, even different species. A birch tree might be connected to a fir, which is connected to a cedar, forming a massive, interconnected community. Through this intricate grid, trees are constantly talking to one another. It's not a conversation in words, but in chemical signals and electrical impulses, a language we are only just beginning to understand. When a plant is under attack, say from a swarm of hungry beetles, it doesn't just suffer in silence. It sends out a chemical distress signal through the fungal network. This alarm travels through the soil, warning neighboring trees of the impending danger. Alerted by this message, the other trees can then ramp up their own defenses. They might start producing specific chemicals in their leaves that make them taste bitter or even toxic to the insects. It's a community-wide defense system, a coordinated response that allows the entire forest to protect itself before the threat even arrives. It's a beautiful example of cooperation, where the well-being of the individual is tied directly to the well-being of the whole community. At the heart of this forest community are what scientists call mother trees. These are the largest, oldest, and most well-connected trees in the forest. They are the hubs of the network, the central nodes that gather and distribute the most information and resources. A mother tree can be connected to hundreds of other trees around it, acting as a nurturing matriarch for the entire woodland. She can even recognize her own offspring, the little saplings that have sprouted from her seeds. Using the mycelial network, she can send them extra nutrients, like sugars and carbon, giving them the vital energy they need to survive and grow in the deep shade of the forest canopy where sunlight is scarce. This system is profoundly cooperative. It's a society where resources are shared and redistributed to where they are needed most. A tree that's getting a lot of sunlight can share its excess sugars with a smaller tree struggling in the shade. During a drought, trees with access to deep water sources can share that water with their parched neighbors. It challenges our old ideas of nature as a purely competitive, survival of the fittest arena. Instead, the Wood Wide Web reveals a world of collaboration and mutual support, where the forest acts as a single, superorganism, working together to ensure its collective survival. The health of one is the health of all. But the power of mycelium extends far beyond communication and resource sharing. It is a force that governs the fundamental cycles of life and death in the forest. This network plays the dual role of both the executioner and the healer, the predator and the recycler. For instance, some species of fungi are carnivorous. They create tiny, lasso-like traps out of their mycelial threads. When a microscopic worm, a nematode, wriggles through the soil and passes through one of these loops, the loop instantly constricts, trapping the worm. The fungus then digests its prey, absorbing its nutrients. It's a microscopic drama playing out constantly, a crucial part of controlling populations and balancing the soil's ecosystem. On the other end of the spectrum, mycelium is a master healer and detector. Scientists have been amazed to discover fungi that can break down some of the most stubborn and toxic man-made materials. There are species that can digest plastic, breaking down complex polymers into simpler, harmless compounds. Others have been found growing in the highly radioactive environment of the Chernobyl disaster site. Not just surviving, but seemingly thriving by feeding on the radiation itself. This incredible adaptability shows the immense potential of fungi to help us clean up our own environmental messes, offering nature-based solutions to some of our most pressing problems. Perhaps the most critical role mycelium plays is that of the great recycler. Without fungi, our planet would look very different. Every time a tree falls, every time a leaf drops to the ground, it is the mycelial network that goes to work. Fungi are the only organisms capable of breaking down lignin, the tough woody material that makes up trees. They release powerful enzymes that decompose dead organic matter, unlocking the vital nutrients like carbon and nitrogen that were trapped inside. These nutrients are then returned to the soil, making them available for new plants to grow. The network essentially digests the dead and transforms them into new life. Without this hidden network, the earth would become a graveyard. Forests would be choked with undecayed wood and waste. The cycle of nutrients would grind to a halt, and life as we know it would cease. Mycelium is the engine of decomposition and rebirth. It's the invisible intelligence that manages the forest's entire life cycle, ensuring that nothing goes to waste and that death always gives way to new life. It teaches us a profound lesson about interconnectedness. It shows us that in nature, nothing exists in isolation. Every tree, every plant, every organism is part of this vast, intricate web, and so are we. Whether we see it or not, we are all connected. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the hidden world beneath our feet as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our planet.